very rude.
Imagine you meet someone who completely changes your life. You're a normal girl, you go to school every day, do the same routine, but one day you meet a boy who you instantly fall in love with. You want to spend every waking moment with them. So what's the problem? No one else sees what you do. When you see his loving nature, everyone else sees he's controlling you. You take drugs and alcohol from him to have a good time. But no one else sees you smile. And then when he hits you, no one can see just how much he loves you. He does love me, right? Life was good before him. I looked forward to seeing my friends at school and meeting up with them on the weekend. I spent a lot of time with my family, as it's only me, Mum and my brother. We kept each other sane. I was a typical teenager. I always took forever to get ready, no matter what the occasion. I spent hours watching makeup tutorials, trying to perfect my looks, but Mum always said I was beautiful the way I was. I had always taken pride in my appearance. I never saw the fascination about having a boyfriend. I always thought people changed once they were in a relationship, and I always said that I would never be in one of them. How wrong was I? It's funny how it all started, with a simple like on Instagram, which then turned into us talking every day, like we'd known each other for years. My friends told me I should meet up with him for a coffee. They said I need to put myself out there and get my head out of my textbooks. I was so nervous to meet him. This was the most spontaneous thing I'd ever done. I thought he wouldn't like me once he actually met me in person, but it was fine. We clicked instantly. It was like I'd known him for years. We had similar personalities, so our conversation was so easy. We spoke for hours. And so it began. At the start of our relationship, it was great. I'd never been so in love before, but there was no doubt in my mind that I was now. He made me feel so special, like I was the only person he could see, and that I was so easy to love. Everything was perfect. He made me laugh, and I can't remember a time when I was this happy. We did everything normal couples would do. We would go to the cinema, ice skating, and he'd always introduce me to new places. One of my favourite days with him was when he took me to a random park, and it was so beautiful. We spoke for hours, joked around, and we always messed about. This is when I thought that maybe he was the one. I couldn't see myself with anyone else. He made me feel so special, just from the way he looked at me, like there was no one else in the room. He always treated me to new things, even though I never asked for anything. The best thing he ever gave me was this bracelet. I was so surprised and it made me so happy. He told me he saw it and thought of me. I was in awe of him. I never wanted to lose him. But then, something changed. We started drinking, then we started taking drugs together. Half the time I didn't know what I was taking, but it made him happy, and I didn't want to upset him. I knew deep down it wasn't normal, and I knew it was unhealthy, but I couldn't stop. I was addicted to him. My mum knew something wasn't right, but I told her it was fine. I loved him. I was so shocked. I never thought he would hurt me. I would never have hurt him. I knew that this wasn't love. I ended things as soon as it happened. I couldn't believe he had wanted to hurt me. I was hurting so much. Not from the slap, but from the fact he would even lay a finger on me. It hurt walking away from him. I wasn't the same person without him. I felt incomplete, like I didn't have a purpose anymore. Everyone kept telling me I'd made the right decision, but it definitely didn't feel that way. It didn't last long though. Deep down, I knew I'd go back to him, and I think my friends knew that too. I was attached to him. As soon as I saw him at the school gates with some flowers, I instantly forgave him. It felt like everything that had happened could be forgotten. He promised he would never hurt me again. And I believed him. But it didn't go back to normal. I would constantly be in the wrong, and he would show me that. Every time we argued, it would lead to a new bruise. It became my normality. I hid it from everyone because I loved him. Which brings us to now. This moment.
The makeup on her stomach was really good.
I had enough. I was tired of being treated this way. So I started to tell him it was over, but he stopped me. I was lost for words. I couldn't breathe anymore. I should have listened.